Right guys, this is my first Blood in the Badlands campaign game, month of March in spring, so dangerous terrain checks fail on a 1 or a 2 and lower life spells get +1 to cast. I'm up against an Ogre player, my empire is there, so that's the Tomb King Empire. Yes, we got the Flying Fortress right in our capital city, fantastic. My armies have advanced forward and I'm currently picking a fight with an Ogre player up here. So yeah, Tomb King's on Ogres. A very different list for myself, I'm not used to playing this type of list, so you'll see, but that's a general overview shot of the table at the moment in time. I'll run through my list for you. I have, he says, killing his Hierophant. My level 4 Hierophant, I've got Incantation of Protection, Righteous Smiting, Desert Wind, and Desiccation from him. Level 4 Light Wizard, I got Shem's Burning Gaze, Barona's Time Warp, Banishment, and Speed of Light on him. Well, her, she's called an Ixen Moon for this. Guess where I'm going with that. My Casket, 2 War Cats, that's just a proxy until I build another one. A proxy of a lot of archers, so that's 50 archers in all. All 3 of those units have standards and musicians. Necrolith Colossus thingy, can't remember what it's called, with the Bow of the Desert. Chariots, Hyro Titan, and 3 Carrion. Obviously, yeah, that's my list. My opponent's Ogre army. You're going to have to run through this, John, because I ain't got a clue what you've got. So,
it's got 3 Saber Tusks, an Iron Blaster Cannon, unit of Lead Belchers, unit of Iron Guts, unit of Normal Ogres, and a unit of Noblars. And at the back there's 3 Mournfang, my BSB, who's unfortunately bodiless at the moment.
He's invisible.
He's invisible.
Yeah.
And my Slaughtermaster.
Spells he's got Blood Gorger, Tooth Cracker, Troll Guts, and Spine Marrow. So yeah, very heavily converted army there. It'll look lovely when it's done, hopefully. Terrain's rolled up here. Some fencing there, Channel Pit, Mysterious Forest, Sorcerer's Portal, and then the usual building fence that hide the... I'll tell you guys why this is always here. Everyone knows that plays me, but there's a coffee stain on the table just there. So that's why the house looks there. That's the overview shot. Playing Blood and Gory, the 4th scenario. Back overview shot of the table after deployment. So I've gone for pretty much a bit of a gunline thing going on there. Yeah, those archers are with my Hierophant in the building. Got 2 kitty cats, the Cannon of Death, crap tons of ogres, bit of a death dagger characters in there, bastard, and the Mournfang. So my first turn I won the roll off, so I'll get back to you at the end of my first turn. Okay, into the first Tomb King turn, mostly just advanced forward, no charges were declared. Magic phase, well, Sorcerer's Portal went off, fireballed one of my chariots off of the table. I rolled 5 for my power dice. Got a Butcher's Righteous Smiting off, which he then promptly dispelled scrolled, and then tried to casket his Mournfang, which he stopped. And after that, lots and lots of shooting from everything. They shot, that shot, they shot, those guys in there shot, did nothing. And that was my first turn. So yeah, turn 1. Ogre turn 1, view of the table, and he kind of advanced forward, bits of umming and ahhing, deciding whether or not to charge. Wasn't too sure, hung back a bit, puff. Kitty cat moved up, some more kitty cats moved up out of the way there. Magic phase, he tried to be a cheesy bugger with that flipping death magic and the whole let's get rid of your wizard levels because I'm git. Dispelled it though, and he failed to cast the other one, so my Hierophant is still level 4 thankfully. Oh, and his kitty cat moved right next to the Sorcerer's Portal and got firewalled in the face. So that's twice it's murdered something, that thing. Shooting phase. He got a massive 10 shots from his lead belchers there, but managed to still chip a wound off on my kitty cat. The cannon went for a shot on my casket, failed to wound it though. And that was it. Not an eventful turn really from any of us. So coming up to turn 2 now, let's see how end of the Tomb King's second turn there. Quite eventful, not too bad. Charged forward with my chariots into the block up there. The Carrion went in for a flank charge, and that War Cat thing charged the kitty cat that was in front of me. Combat phase, magic phase then ensued. The Sorcerer's Portal put Soul Blight, my chariot block, knocking him down to strength 3 on the charge, which kind of sucked donkeys. I then irresistibly cast Speed of Light on them, which kind of saved them a little bit. And that was pretty much it for my magic phase. Oh yeah, irresistible cast. He then got small pie plated in the face, so killed off a couple of his guys and then took a wound to that. Shooting phase, again uneventful, nothing really happened. I caused a wound on that cat hiding up there, and that was it. Combat, even with only 3 chariots, I still rolled a cracking 16 impact hits. At strength 3, or if they'd have been strength 4, that'd have been a dead unit, that's all I'm saying. The unit took an absolute caning. Managed to stick about though, steadfast, because he just killed that one last chariot off with his last set of attacks on it. Git. And that was it. Oh yeah, and the kitty cat totally decimated the baby kitty cat. Yeah, 2 dead kitties. That's it. Ogre, end of... Oh, Ogre top of 2, even. Back. End of your turn 2, was that?
Yep.
Yeah. Had some pizza. It's epic. That's gherkin, not pizza. Awesome. Anyway, charges. My chariot unit up there got flank charged by the big ass block of ogres there. Mornfang advanced up, trying to block in my little kitty cat there, and that was it. Magic phase came about. His ogres was closer to the portal. Well, we're exactly even, but we diced off for it. The ogres won it. They got Wisson's wild form, so +1 strength and toughness on the charge. Yeah, I got snotted. Magic phase, he again went for the cheesy ass flipping spirit leech on my Hierophant in there. Thankfully, dispel scrolled that bugger, and then he got -1 strength and toughness on them, which is fair enough. You know, didn't do anything though. Shooting phase, his cannon misfired, and he's out of action for this turn and the next turn. And the lead belchers popped 2 onto my Necrolith Colossus there. Combat phase came about, obviously flank charge from that lot, even at weapon skills 10. Managed to nail me. There was strength 6 on the charge, just strength 7 even. Beat the snot out of me. Crumbled, carrion popped, everything popped, and then they reformed, pointing this way. That was it. So it's now my turn 3. He's got 1 standard point, so I'm down to 5 now. You're still on 6, aren't you? So back in a slightly different change of pace. This isn't all of the end of my turn 3, but I'll go through what's happened so far. Essentially, advanced forward, shifted about a bit. That guy moved round. Everyone else shifted up. My Necrolith charged that unit of ogres there, and the kitty cat got in the side of that unit there. Magic phase came about. That again fireballed my Hyro Titan, and then I had what I call the perfect magic phase. I had to use my Scroll of Mighty Incantations, but I managed to get Speed of Light, Barona's Time Warp, and Righteous Smiting all on the Necrolith Colossus. This is why I'm recording it here before the actual combat phase, because I want to see how good this guy does in a minute. If he doesn't do well with this on, yeah, we'll see how it goes. The other guy charged up the side of there, so we'll see that in a minute. So yeah, I'll come back to you in a minute and we'll see exactly how much damage this guy does in our round of combat. Here we go. So that went on. I don't know how many attacks I got there, but there's that one guy left on 1 wound. That was awesome.
Did a total of 12 wounds.
Epic. So get back to you in a bit when we finish the rest. Sorry, that was the end of my turn. So obviously that poor guy didn't pass his double 1 leadership and ran, murdered over by the awesomely well played out there Necrolith Colossus. Pity it wasn't on that unit, but yeah, funny. And then that guy did a couple of wounds on the unit there. They stuck about again, steadfast, annoying the crap out of me. That's it. Now Ogre turn 3. End of his turn 3 there. Right, so lots of charging. Ogre's charged down there. Mornfang went into the flank of my kitty cat, and that was it. Magic phase came about. Can't remember what you tried to cast on me. Oh yeah, Portal got Plague of Rust off on those guys there, so their armor saves permanently reduced by 1. Spell casting, again he tried to death snipe my flipping Hierophant. Stop it, naughty boy, cheesy. Stopped it again though. God, it's annoying. And then he kept stopping everything else. He kept rolling pretty low, so with me being level 4 and him only at 2 I think it was, or maybe he's at 3, I can't remember. I just kept stopping the spells, so he didn't manage to get any of the spells off he cast that magic phase. Shooting, no goer because everything's in combat. So let's go down here. Mornfang, crap tons of attacks into the flank of my Sphinx. Unfortunately, no 6s rolled for wounding. Lucky Sphinx. I lost combat by 1 because he charged me in the flank, so I turned around and yeah, that's that. These guys charged down into my what was a unit of archers. He forgot to put any attacks into my level 4 light wizard though, so killed a crap ton of skeletons, which crumbled as well. But thankfully my light wizard's still kicking about, loving it. Up here, the kitty cat nailed that unit. They fled, but stayed stuck to that guy because they didn't flee, so I couldn't pursue after them. And that is the end of that. So it's now my turn 4. I've still yet to get. Actually, no. How many standards you got left? 4, isn't it? You're at now. Yeah. So back in. End of my turn 4 there. Not much happening really. He still had speed of light on him, so he. Sorry, Brandon's 10 watt. Whipped round, marched right up there. My Hierophant, my Hierotitan Titan, charged into the cannon thing. Magic phase. Plague of Rust happened again on the poor little ogre unit, so they've got no armor save at all now. And then I tried to cast. Got Righteous Smiting, Speed of Light off on the unit there, and that was it. Everything else was pretty much stopped. Shooting didn't do much. Chipped a wound off on the fleeing wizard up there and finished off his unit. And then in combat, they beat the flipping Sphinx to static combat res. Mostly because I couldn't wound to save my life. They only caused a wound to it, thing. And then my wizard got nailed in the face by about 80 million ogre attacks. Poor guy, he's dead. So I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4 standards now. Oh, 5, no, because that one's still in there. And yeah, it's now his turn 4. That was the end of the ogre 4 there. His Mournfang charged my casket, nailed it. And that was it for his movement. His wizard rallied, as did the cannon thing. Magic phase came about. He got regen up on his big unit down here, and then tried to flip in Heartseeker, Hellseeker, is it?
Hellheart.
Hellheart, that thing. He tried to do that. Only rolled a 1 though, so he went 5 inches. Cheesy. So yeah. Shooting phase, cannon. Tried to shoot my Sphinx. Failed to wound it. He was crushed. Should have seen the heart break in his eyes at that time. Oh, he loved it. And then combat, they nailed the casket. It blew up and didn't actually wound anything. Unfortunately, didn't get any falls there. And then they obviously killed the 2 skeletons that were left, pointed round. So I'm only down to 1, 2. I'm at 4 still. Sorry, tell a lie. And you are currently at 4 as well. 5. Oh yeah, you got loads in that unit there, haven't you? Yeah. Okay, so my turn 5. End of my turn 5. My Sphinx declared a charge upon the wizard. He decided to flee with him. My Colossus and the Hierotitan both charged that big unit there. And that was it. These guys shuffled forward a bit more, trying mostly get at the charge arc of the Mournfang that sat down here. Magic phase, managed to roll a massive 11 dice in total. Who needs a casket? Yeah. Got a boosted incantation of protection up and about running. The rest of the stuff he stopped or dispelled, but the 5+ ward save was handy. Managed to heal up a couple of wounds. Shooting, not much happened. Shooting wise, nothing at all. Combat, my Colossus got into combat, only managed to connect with one of his many attacks, and then just kept connecting with that one, scoring 7 wounds just from that one attack, repeatedly hitting over and over and over again. Epic. The Sorcerer's Portal put Savage Beast of Horus on my Hierotitan sat there, and that wallowed into the unit as well, being strength 7 helps. And that was it for my turn. He stuck about, steadfast, a pain in the ass that. Really need to find a way of getting rid of that. It's his turn 5 though now, so back. End of the Ogre 5, so coming up to my last turn. He rallied the wizard again, and then that was it, went to magic phase. Sorcerer's Portal put Wisdom's Wild Form on my Hierotitan again. Magic phase, he managed to get regen and +1 strength on his ogre unit there. And then that was that. Shooting phase, cannon, Sphinx, missed, rolled a 2 and a 2 and a 2. Re-rolling that thing sucks sometimes, don't it? Sorry, I'm not gloating, but that cannon's done nothing. And then the Mournfang coming up for a charge up there. My last turn, I can see this potentially ending in a draw, although it's going to go victory points. So a lot of points sat in that unit. We'll have to see if I can break him here. Anyway, back in a bit. Totally forgot to do my last turn there, but this is the end of the Ogre turn 6, so just summarise everything. The fight that was going on there, I got the snot beat out of me. Got managed +1 strength, and then the Sorcerer's Portal made it -1 strength and toughness for my Hierotitan. He got caned. After that, they just reformed, pointed this way. His turn, mass combined charge into my poor old arch unit that stood there trying to get out of the way. His cannon managed to finally, after 6 turns of trying, kill my Sphinx. It got there. And then they all charge into there, like I said, beat the snot out of them. That unit has now crumbled. I only have those guys left on the table now, so that's obviously a solid victory to... it's all done. Yes, so we could roll on our results for the Blood and the Badlands table stuff now, and yeah, get back in a bit and I'll let you know what's happening.